everyone, it's Amanda and I am so excited to be here today. Today's a great day because it's not only a Clique Kits blog hop. Look at my shadows, that's crazy. I'm not holding a knife, I swear. It's not only a Clique Kit event, but we are collaborating and joining Tombow for this awesome blog hop, and I hope that the places that you've been have been inspiring and just awesome. I know they have been, and I hope that you enjoyed this stop along the hop. I've always enjoyed saying that. So I'm going to be using some awesome Tombow products that they were generous enough to send to me so that I could have some fun in this hop. And I want to go ahead and get started because it is late here in my household and I'm afraid that babies are going to start crying anytime. So the kit that I'm using is the Click Into December kit from Clique Kits, and it features Pink Fresh Studios Christmas Wishes line. And as soon as I saw these papers that have this great landscape or horizontal pattern along the bottom, I knew that these would be a great jumping off place for kind of building up a scene. And then you have all of these great embellishments, puffy embellishments, and things like that I'm going to be grabbing and using along the way. So step one, here's what I want to do. I want to create a Christmas tree using some Tim Holtz Distress ink, and I went with the colors Evergreen Bough, Pine Needle, and Peacock Feathers because I thought that this would be a great combination and just kind of great mixture with the colors in this paper. And I'm also going to use some texture paste from Ranger, and I have not used texture paste or what was the others are called, embossing paste, in a while, so I'm kind of excited. So here's my plan. I am going to just kind of rub these colors. I'm going to keep the ink pad close by so that I know which one is which. So there's my Peacock Feathers, my Evergreen Bough, and my Pine Needles. And I'm going to take my little trowel thing, and I am just going to work this into the paste pretty quickly to get my three colors. And I'm not going to need a lot. And as I'm doing this, I'm just kind of checking to see if it's the color that I want it to be. I'm going to grab, oh, of course I can't find it, but that's okay. Oh, here it is. I was looking for my towel because I don't want to get any of that color into my leftover paste. Just troweling this on. Really like the way this one's turning out, and you can just pick up all that color. And so the thing that I love about this collection is that it's not the traditional Christmas colors. It's not just reds and greens. There's a touch of red, and I'm going to play on that with the background for my photos. And then there's these awesome blues, and that's the direction that I'm heading. Now this pine needle is probably, the most, trying to make sure you can't even see that one. Okay, so it's definitely the most bluish or greenish, I don't know what you call it. When you're mixing the white texture paste, it's going to change the colors of it just a little bit anyway. But okay, now, so I've got these. Now here's where it could either go really, really wrong or really, really bad. And for the sake of being a mommy with young children that could be crying any second and I really need to get this done, crossing our fingers, crossing them that it goes really good. I want to use this acetate because it's going to come back into this pattern paper here in a little bit. It's got these great Christmas trees on it. And I'm going for the shape of these trees, but I want the colors to be kind of blended together. So I'm going to do a test run really fast. I've got some paper here, and what I'm hoping for is to just kind of do, yeah, like that. You can see that-ish, but in a much larger format. So I want this to be very raw looking. I'm thinking I want my tree right about here because I'm going to build this scene up, and then I've got some pictures of our Christmas tree that I'm going to be adding along this side. So, no time like the present, right? Do I want to go, I think I want to go light to dark. Okay, so we're going to start here. And I'm just going to push some of the paste down here. And I want that bumpy look. I want that nice, chunky look to my tree. Like a Christmas tree, right? Christmas trees aren't smooth. Okay. There's that one. And then let's go pick up this one. And I'm going to start not all the way up at the top. More so. And it's okay if my tree doesn't come all the way down. I'm cool with that. Again, this is strictly an experiment that you are getting lucky enough to see on camera. I'm like moving all over the place. I'm getting my body into this artwork. Alright, and then, so I can already tell that I'm really liking how these colors are matching up. I'm going to grab, if my dog starts barking, I'm going to lose my mind. It's going to happen, folks. Abby! This is why I don't do live videos, guys. This is exactly why. How's this looking on camera? Oh, look, you know what I feel like right now? I feel kind of Bob Rossy. Like, you know, I see a little tree right here. Okay. I'm looking at my other colors and I'm trying to decide if I want to add another color. I'm looking like iced spruce. You know what? I think because, like I said, my photos are going to go down in here. So I think I'm just going to pick up some of this extra blue here. Abby. And just add it in. Why don't I just grab a little mixture of all the colors. Okay, there's my Christmas tree. Perfect. Okay. So I'm going to move all my colors over to the side. And I'm going to move this off really fast just so I can clean off my workspace. Okay, now I am going to zap this with my heat gun and I'll be right back. Okay, so my paper is wrinkled a little bit, but I'm not too worried about it. I didn't dry this all the way. It's still pretty chunky and I want that chunkiness. You can see that great texture there. But I'm going to move on to the next step. Now you'll notice that I did not add a trunk, and that is because, it's wet right here, my pictures are going to go along the bottom-ish. So I have two pictures. I have a third. I'm not sure that I'm going to use it. I printed 4. I have one of the inside, but my selfie kind of did a crappy job, I'm not going to lie, printing this picture. So I'm trying to decide if I want to just mat these two here. I'm going to add this star right up here. And for this star, it has a little bit of sticky, like a adhesive back on it. This came in the kit. But I'm going to take that off because I don't want any dimension. I want it to just lay flat. Okay, so I took out of the sticky part because I want more of a concentrated area of stickiness. And the great thing about this stamp runner from Tombow is that you can use it like a tape runner, or you can open it up and actually stamp exactly where you want the adhesive and you can see it. So you're not wasting adhesive. So I'm going to go ahead and just add this to the top of my tree. Now another great product from Tombow that you could have used here are these adhesive dots. They're great to just stick things down, but they were a little bit thicker than I wanted, and since this was such a chunky star, I wanted it to lay flat. So I'm going to move this over to the side, and I'm going to come back to my pictures here. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm trying to decide if I want to mat them together or separately. And since I'm going to be moving them around, I think I'm going to mat them separately. So I'm going to use the stamp runner like a tape runner in this instance. What's another side of this? Okay. And I'm just going to, it runs very smoothly. I've never had it gunk up on me. And I like the way that it fits in my hand. I have kind of large hands, at least I feel like they're large. And sometimes adhesive runners will feel either too small for my hands. Can you see what I'm doing here? Okay. Or too bulky. Like my ATG is too bulky most of the time, but I like it, so I use it. But whenever I started using this one, it was like the perfect feel. You know how if you have a pen and it just feels perfect in your hands, or a marker, or a paintbrush maybe, or anything that just fits perfectly? That's how I felt about this. Now that was the October Afternoon stocking hanging paper. It's not part of the Pink Fresh Studio collection, but they included it in the kit and it matches perfectly with the pinky red that came in the kit. So I'm going to start building this up. So this is a little bit of an accent of red, just like in the Presents, without it being too much red. And then I'm also going to come in with a red, what's this called? Alpha later. Now there's one more thing that I wanted to do to the very top. I forgot to shave the bottom off of my paper, first of all. And then I'm going to do that. If I didn't mention already, this is the Jolly Holly paper. And then I'm going to take just a smidgen off this paper. Like that. I'm just going to use my fingers and kind of rough up. This is a great way to get paper cuts, by the way. Awesome way, but it's okay. And then I'm going to, I need one of those distressor thingies, but I don't have one. It's okay. I'm going to take my, I actually haven't opened this yet, so I'm opening it right now. It's the Tombow Mono Glue, but it's clear, so you can't see it when it runs away from you, and that happens to me a lot. I'm just going to run a thin line all the way across my little strip of paper. And I'm going to put this right along the top. I'm going to leave a little bit of a gap. I'm not too worried about it going on completely straight, because once it dries I'm going to come in and I'm going to distress it just a little bit more. Okay, so now coming back to my runner here, I'm going to go ahead and start adhering these down. Let's see, I'm going to put this one here. I want them a little wacky doodle. And this one right about here. I'm trying to follow the lines in the Presents. Okay. Now, I'm going to start building my background. These are the Studio Puffs, and I'm trying to look at things that are in the picture already. So like a stack of presents, I know that I'd like something to fill this space right here. And I know that that one and this black one can fill that gap right there. And I've got so many goodies. Oh, here's another little present that I can add in. Let's see, maybe I'll stick him over here. I'm just building dimension on top of what they've already given me. These are the rubber charms. Ooh, those things are sticky. Let's see, I'm going to put this little guy right over here. Anything else I want to add there? Not yet anyway. Now I've got all these little presents I can come back to. Oh, here's some more little gifts. So I'm starting with the 3D embellishments, or like the thicker ones, but I can always come back to, so I've got these chipboard things too. And I actually have a great Tombow product that I can use to add those down. Now I want to use this red one, so I'm going to grab these foam tabs from Tombow. And I love these because they're really tiny and they're much easier to use than like the foam adhesive. So I'm just going to stick 2 or 3. Ah, get off my finger. I went and had my nails done and I cut them down really short. I don't know why I'm sharing this. It's not scrapbooking related, but I don't think they're starting to grow out and they're getting to that awkward length where I can't do anything with them. Now I want to make sure that I add some more red in. So you're starting to see how I'm building up the layers here. I have another bigger stack, but that looks too much like that. Kind of thinking maybe I'll put those there. But do I want to pop them up? I don't think I want to pop that one up. I think I want to just adhere this straight down to the page. Just like so. Okay. I'm going to just keep going through this just for a second. Make sure there's nothing else that I want to use. Oh, here's a big tall one. I think I'm going to add that little banner up at the top. Maybe that one. And these were the cardstock die cuts. Okay, so let's see. Do I want to use this big guy here? I think I'm gonna stick this one down. For this one I want to use the stamp option. I don't really have any layers behind my picture. I like how this looks because it balances that over there. I haven't used this yet, and this really scares me, but I'm going for it. This is the Tombow Extreme. And I don't want this present to move, so you roll it down, and then you go off to the side. And oh my goodness. This stuff is sticker. So I want this one to peek out from over here. Alright, I'm committing. It's extreme. It's stuck. I don't want this guy to go back. I like it right there. Okay, got a couple more things. I like this stuff. I want to keep using it. Is this the last present I have? I thought I had a little light blue one. Maybe I don't. Okay, where are you going, dude? Where are you going? Let's go right here. Okay, alright, so I want to add this up at the top. I think I'm going to And it's the most wonderful time of the year as well. And where is my, you know, most riveting tool scrapbooking ever created? The stapler. Just kidding. And my stapler is like crazy old too. It's not even, it's just crazy old. I'm going to use some more of my Aqua Tombow Mono Liquid Glue right there at the top. And now it's time for my title. Now, we have these great alphabets that came in the kit. And I'm hoping that I have enough because my title is pretty long. These are also from the Christmas Wishes line. And I want to say it looks so much smaller outside. But maybe I'll just do, what should I do? Where should I put it? What if I put it here and I just say T? R, because I actually have another picture that I'm going to use for this, or use this kit with. That is my reaction whenever we got the tree inside. And I think that's what I want to use with it. So I'm going to go with this, and then I'm going to find, oh perfect, these also came in a kit. I didn't realize that this had alphabet stickers on the back, and this is perfect because it will tie in the star. And I'm just going to say our, I'll fix those of course. Our tree, and then 2015. Ugh, poop. Hate when that happens. Alright. 2015. Our tree 2015. And the last thing, you know me, I can't get away without using some sequins, and check it out. I'm pumped about using this, and I've been waiting just for sequins that I've liked to use this. It's a glue pen, like a literal pen that has glue in it. So excited. So I'm just going to pick some places, like right here, where that little, those little dots are on the present, because I'm adding dimension, right? Adding dimension. And then, let's see, got some red stuff. I'll add some red over here, and I'm just using the pen to even pick them up, and it's working fine. Got some red there. Add a red little sequin over here. And it's just like most things, like you press down on the tip. And I like this because I don't have to get out that little surgical thing that I always use. And then this part over here has some stars on it. So I'm going to apply some glue there. Pick up a couple stars, and I'm layering it outside of the design, obviously. Hope my head's not in the way. And let's see. I need a couple little I feel like I could write my name and put glitter all over it. Oh, how awesome would that be, however. Let me add another blue one over here. Okay. Alright, and guys, I think that is my layout. My project. So I hope you enjoy it. I used all these different Tombow adhesives and they all serve different purposes to help me create this layout super quick and easy. So make sure that you follow along. The description will be below in this video and also on my blog post where I talk more about this layout. And I will have a link to the next stop along your hop. So go there, leave some love to that artist too, because my star's coming off. Because I know that they'll really appreciate it, and I hope you've enjoyed this. Make sure to give Tombow some love. They've got some great gifts or some great giveaways, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.